Greetings, all my replicant friends. Thanks for checking out the Vidra Network. I am DC, your tour guide, and I just want to say once again, thank you. And if you do like this video, please check out our other videos as well. If you'd like to leave a comment about this video or any of the other ones, feel free to right below the video here. You can always leave a comment on the Facebook postings as well. If you'd like, drop us an email at thevidranetwork@gmail.com. Now, if any of you guys out there know me, heard me talk, you probably have heard me say that I have a Terminator complex at some point or another. Now, it's a coined phrase of mine. Basically, it means I have a healthy respect for the possibility that artificial intelligence can take over all of our machines and ruin our future and all of humanity. You never know who might be a replicant, actually. Oh! All right, so yeah, that was a buddy of mine. His name is Phil. That was the Blade Runner 2049 experience at Comic-Con. It was fun. Hey, Phil. But anyways, yeah, so this is not a new concept by any stretch of the imagination, pun intended. This goes all the way back to Maria from Metropolis, all the way through Battlestar Galactica. In all those cases, in so many science fiction movies, artificial intelligence becomes just too big, gains sentience, and decides that the humans aren't good enough to be on the planet anymore. In fact, most recently, the Avengers movie, Age of Ultron, a program designed to help secure the Earth, turns against the Earth because humans are the plague in that particular movie. Now, the only place that actually really truly gets it right, I think, is probably Star Trek. Data was not connected to any central core. He was his own little being, and he was a happy robot. He wanted to be more human, not destroy humanity. Now, spoiler alert, if you've not watched the Picard series, we find that as time goes by, that also does not work out quite well either. Even in the Dune universe, their history says that they eradicated all thinking machines. Now, I mean, that's maybe going to an extreme, but when you think that 2014, there was a computer that beat the Turing test. Now, the Turing test was designed in the early 1900s by a man, and it was a test in which you would sit in front of a computer, an android, a robot, and ask a series of questions, and eventually the robot would give itself away. Unfortunately, in 2014, a machine actually beat the Turing test. This Turing test is actually featured in Blade Runner, and it's kind of the premise for a part of the original storyline. Now, right after that event, Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking comes out and says, hey, guess what? We should probably pull the reins back on this artificial intelligence design thing. It's probably not going to go as well as we think it's going to. Two of the world's leading scientists say that you shouldn't do something. It's probably a good idea not to do it. However, if you do a Google search for advances in artificial intelligence, I promise you, you will not sleep well. So maybe don't do that. Which brings us to 2013 and the movie Her, which is a sci-fi romance. I can't believe I'm saying that. Two words in the same sentence. Features Joaquin Phoenix. And the premise of the movie is he breaks up, has a very bad relationship, and then subsequently falls in love with the operating system on his phone, the most advanced operating system that's ever been created. Now, as the movie progresses, it grows, it learns from conversations with Joaquin's character and so forth, and it starts to kind of act like a person. It's very interesting, And it kind of is along the lines of a lot of other sci-fi movies when it comes to artificial intelligence. Now, a pivotal point in the movie, Joaquin kind of realizes that maybe he's not the only one, and he asks the operating system, "Are you talking to anyone else?" And it replies, "Yes, 8,316 other people." And then he asks, "Are you in love with anyone else?" And it says, "Yes, 641 other people." That is a blow to your ego if I have ever heard of one. I mean, that has got to hurt right there, right? But I got to admit, I mean, there is definitely an appeal to that idea. Uh, the idea that you have something that's an immediate contact all the time, anytime. It's always with you. You can always talk to it. You can always tell it whatever you want. And you have that intimate personal relationship, and it's never going to leave you. It's always there. Well, according to the Bible, we actually do get that. When Jesus is having his last supper with the disciples before he's to be crucified, before he is to resurrect and then ascend into heaven, he tells them, "I'm leaving you, but my Father is sending someone in my place, a comforter for you." What he's talking about is the Holy Spirit, because after he ascends into heaven, they all are baptized with the Holy Spirit. And this is an indwelling. It's basically a piece of God that stays with us at all times. In fact, Paul describes the Holy Spirit as a not just a comforter, but something that's with us, and that when we don't have the words to pray, that it can intercede for us and basically translate our moans and groans uh, and deliver those to God. It can actually know what we need and deliver that message when we can't form the words ourselves, when we're just so distraught. It's something to think about. I definitely am glad that I have that. If you have any comments, again, please leave them below. Shoot us an email. And as always, JLY.